Hello everybody, Baragon Guy here. Due to popular request in the community section, you guys have voted to see what my opinions and ideas are for Kaiju that should be added to Kaiju Arisen 5.0. Before anybody asks, yes, aware of the tail, butt plug. I just want to address that in this list, there aren't Kaiju like Destroya or Monster Zero. I mean, because everybody requests that, I want to be somewhat original. But yeah, so these are the Kaiju I think would make a great addition to the game and really just like spice it up quite a bit. So, enjoy. Oddly enough, we start off with Pacific Rim stuff. Personally, I've really gotten the Pacific Rim out of nowhere. In the last 2.5 weeks, I got all the NECA Mark 1s. And one Jaeger that I think would do amazing in this game is Tactic Ronin, the Mark 1 Japanese Jaeger. Tactic is very sleek and just a really sick design. Having massive extending blades on his arms. Oh, I'm lagging. Oh. Huh. He's one of my favorite Jaegers ever, and I think since we already have Tuna Alpha, it'd be a great addition to the game. Secondly, my personal favorite Jaeger, Obsidian Fury. This guy is a beast, being extremely durable, extremely fast, and extremely strong. He could for sure be one of the endgame Kaiju, especially with his plasma swords, and overall his model is just really awesome, so seeing it in-game being lively and, attacking would be sick. Finally, for Pacific Rim stuff, I've selected Arisen, the Category 5 Kaiju that makes up the Mega Kaiju. I think somehow implementing, a bar like, Evangelion, but every attack you take, the bar increases, rather than, when your HP goes down or you attack. He should be pretty fast and pretty strong and durable, and I just love to see him get more and more blue each attack he takes in. I think he could easily be one of the best Kaiju in game. Maybe not endgame, but definitely up there. Now on to actual Godzilla-related stuff. First up, Gemstone Megalon. Now, these Kaiju I'm actually about to go over are ones that me and my chat made up on a Godzilla Guy stream a month or two back now. Out of all the Gemstone stuff, we thought Gemstone Megalon would be absolutely awesome. Also some personal bias. It'd be awesome to have that giant drill ability as a, an X. Another Kaiju we'd love to see is the Muto Prime. We know most games have implemented it at this point, so it is doable, but I think KA could really do it justice. Next up, we have two Ghidorahs. Both very similar and interchangeable, but having either Kaiser Ghidorah or Des Ghidorah would be awesome. Now, most of you know what Kaiser Ghidorah is, but let me explain what Des Ghidorah is. Des Ghidorah is from the Mothra Rebirth trilogy, so yeah, that's really all you need to know. Des Ghidorah would be awesome, because unlike the traditional, gravity lightning beams, Des Ghidorah just spits fire. That's it. But it'd be awesome to have a quadrupedal Ghidorah in-game. Walter, don't do your beam. Walter, don't do that. Walter. Now, another fan favorite would be Space Godzilla. Somehow implementing crystals to fly around, an actual gravity beam, and his barrier would be probably the most overpowered thing in-game. I'd personally be all for it. Next up, we have another, Mothra one. That being Dagara or Dagara or Dogira. Dagara? Yeah. Dagara is this giant ocean monster thing. But he's pretty powerful, being able to fly and swim very fast. Another one that isn't exactly Godzilla, but it is a Toho Kaiju, would be Mechanicon. Having just some, actual PvP Kaiju would be sick. So, with, PvP Kaiju being mentioned, I also have to include King Caesar and Wolfman. Both of them in-game would be so awesome to have. They should also be relatively fast, even out the playing field with Evangelion in the game. And finally, when it comes to Godzilla-related stuff, we have two Monsterverse ones. Those being the Ion Dragon and the Warbat. I think KA could really do super, articulated Kaiju really well, such as Kumanga or Manda. But having them do a Warbat would be so sick. Now finally on the last three. The first one being Mitsuzu Ryu from Spectre-Man. I actually recommended this Kaiju to Kiki a while back, and he said it actually got some positive feedback from the dev team. So does that mean it's going to be added? Nah, probably not. But it'll still be awesome in game. For reference, Mitsuzu Ryu, like I said, is from Spectre-Man, but he has all sorts of abilities, like an oil beam, rock spit, he also has a water beam, he has a suction cup on his tail, and he can also fly. Another Kaiju's getting some popularity recently, and even his own comic, is Gorgo. Now, I know the one that actually attacks isn't Gorgo, I forgot the mom's name, Gorgo is the small one. But regardless, having one of the Gorgos in-game would be sick. For those who don't know, Gorgo is the British Kaiju! But overall, he's still pretty cool. And finally, I just threw this one in for shits and giggles. South Korean Kaiju. Space Monster Wangangwami, I think. It'll be on screen. I literally have no idea anything about it. I just thought it'd be funny. It'd honestly be relatively easy to add in too, as the model is just a dude, but with some scarring, it seems. Anyways, everybody, you know the deal. As always, eat your lemons. Baragon Guy out. See ya. Well, if you want shady, this is what I'll give you.
A little bit of weed mixed with some hard